The camera opens on a showroom floor, lights gleaming across polished chrome. Sitting proudly in the center is the 1957 Ford F-100 4x4 pickup, a machine that doesn't just represent a truck, but an era, a mindset, and a legacy that still resonates today. Welcome to USA Car Reviews, where today we're diving deep into the new showcase of one of the most iconic classic trucks to ever roll out of Dearborn. This is not just a walk around, it's a story of American grit, engineering ambition, and timeless design that made the 1957 Ford F-100 a symbol of both work and style. The F-100 had already been a staple in Ford's lineup through the early 50s, but 1957 was the year everything came together. Ford wanted a truck that didn't just do the job but also looked sharp doing it. And the result was a body redesign that instantly set the tone for decades to come. The F-100 became longer, wider, and lower, bringing with it a sleeker stance compared to its predecessors. For the first time, the hood line flowed seamlessly into the fenders, giving the truck a unified and modern appearance. You can see it in this particular model, restored and presented in flawless condition, wearing a pastel lavender finish that sets it apart in any showroom. Now, let's talk power and capability, because what good is a truck if it doesn't deliver when the job gets tough? Under the hood in 1957, buyers had options that pushed the F-100 firmly into the category of dependable workhorse. The base engine was the sturdy 223 cubic inch mileage maker 6-cylinder, delivering 139 horsepower, a number that may sound modest by today's standards but was plenty for hauling loads in the late 50s. But Ford didn't stop there. Customers could upgrade to the 272 cubic inch Y-block V8 producing 172 horsepower, or even the mighty 312 cubic inch V8 topping out at 245 horsepower. That kind of variety meant that whether you were a farmer needing torque, or a contractor needing power on the road, the F-100 had you covered. The new part for 1957 was the four-wheel drive option, transforming this pickup from a highway cruiser into a true off-road machine. Prior to this, trucks often needed aftermarket conversions for four-wheel drive, but Ford partnered with Dana and Marmon Harrington to make 4x4 a factory option. That was a game changer. It meant the F-100 could climb hills, cross muddy fields, and handle rugged terrain with confidence right off the dealer lot. This specific example in front of us today proudly carries that 4x4 badge, a reminder of when Ford first made off-road utility accessible to the average American truck buyer. The design deserves a moment of its own. Look at the front end. The egg crate grille, the twin headlights, the bold Ford lettering stamped across the hood, it's the kind of face that radiates confidence. Trucks of this era weren't just about function, they were about presence. The side profile shows clean lines, flared fenders, and a bed designed for real work, not just aesthetics. The rear tailgate again carries bold Ford lettering, a detail that remains iconic today. And those chrome bumpers, polished to a mirror shine, bring the right amount of flash to balance the ruggedness of the 4x4 system underneath. Step inside the cab, and you'll find simplicity and purpose, with just a touch of style. The dash is classic 50s design. Round gauges, chrome accents, and large knobs that can be operated with a work glove. No digital screens, no unnecessary distractions, just the essentials. The steering wheel is big and commanding, giving the driver full authority over the truck's stance. The bench seat is wide enough to carry three across, and in a truck like this, it wasn't unusual for the whole family to pile in. Today, sitting inside feels like traveling back in time, a reminder of when driving was about the road, the machine, and the connection between the two. What really sets the 1957 F-100 apart is the cultural significance. This wasn't just another truck. This was the year America embraced the pickup as more than a work tool. Suburban families began to see trucks as dual-purpose vehicles, good for hauling during the week and heading to the lake or camping on weekends. The availability of 4x4 made it possible to venture into places that were previously off-limits. Ford marketed it not just to ranchers and farmers, but to young families looking for adventure. That shift in marketing and perception changed the trajectory of the pickup truck forever, and the F-100 was at the heart of it. Even today, collectors and enthusiasts gravitate toward the 1957 model because it captures the perfect balance between old-school charm and modern utility. Restored examples like this one often fetch premium prices at auctions, not just because of their rarity, but because of what they represent. Owning a 1957 F-100 isn't just owning a vehicle. It's owning a piece of American history, a rolling sculpture that still turns heads nearly 7 decades later. For enthusiasts, the aftermarket support is strong. Restorers can find reproduction body panels, interior pieces, and engine components to keep these trucks alive for generations. Some choose to keep them bone stock, while others go the route of resto-mod, adding modern engines, disc brakes, and suspension upgrades while retaining that vintage exterior look. Either way, the platform is beloved and respected. Driving one today is an experience in itself. It's not about speed or luxury. It's about the rumble of a classic V8, the feel of manual steering through a wide wheel, and the mechanical engagement that modern trucks simply don't replicate. With the 4X4 engaged, you can crawl through dirt trails and feel the same sense of capability that buyers in 1957 must have felt when they realized their truck could take them just about anywhere. At USA Car Reviews, we believe vehicles like this deserve to be celebrated not only for their utility but for the stories they carry. This 1957 Ford F-100 4X4 isn't just metal, rubber, and paint. It's a symbol of a changing America, a moment when trucks became more than machines, when they became icons. Standing here in the showroom, under the bright lights, it's easy to imagine the pride an owner must have felt driving it home for the first time, knowing they had a truck that could work hard all week and still shine bright on Sunday. So if you love classic trucks, if you appreciate the heritage of the Ford F-Series, then the 1957 F-100 4X4 deserves a place in your memory, if not your garage. This is the truck that helped shape the modern pickup world, and it's no surprise it continues to capture hearts today. Thanks for joining us here on USA Car Reviews. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of Ford's most iconic pickups, be sure to subscribe for more classic car and truck features. Until next time, keep your wheels turning and your engines roaring.